Welcome to the Raw Thrills Halo Fireteam Raven Arcade Quarter Challenge. We're going to go on-site in the local arcade to play 2-player co-op on this gun game. We're going to bring $30 in and see if we can complete the game. $30 may sound like a lot, but it's $15 per person, it's $1 per credit and continue, and there's 6 chapters, so this is a pretty lengthy arcade game. So we're going to see how much it costs us to take down Halo Fireteam Raven on co-op. So sit back and enjoy. First, I'm going to do an overview of the 2-player cabinet. There are some really nice LED lights that really draw your attention from across the room. The graphics and side panel artwork are sharp and jump off the arcade cabinet. There's a sneak peek of the inside, we'll dive into that later. Up top, you got the marquee with the Halo Fireteam Raven logo, and also some of the characters from the Fireteam Raven squad. Plus on the back, of course, you have Master Chief himself. Inside, we have the beautiful 55-inch 4K display. You can also link your Xbox Live gamer tag to the QR code on the left there for exclusive stats and rewards. There's 2 mounted machine guns that you can use for players 1 and player 2. There's a reload button, and you also have some triggers that you can pull to shoot some grenades. You load your credits onto a card and you swipe it right there to start the game and continue. And it also has an immersive 5.1 surround sound. Really nice stuff. And here's a little taste of the attract mode that plays beforehand. It shows some of the characters from the game, some of the enemies of the game, and then of course the Halo Fireteam Raven logo, which looks really nice and sharp here. Endgame's going to be Victor Ramos for player 1, and MidKnight's going to be Ava Lang for player 2.
Choose a game mode.
You have 2 options to start the game. Story mode to play the entire campaign start to finish, or mission select, start on whatever mission you want. We're going to play the story mode, play all 6 missions in order, starting with mission 1, Escape. According to the online wiki, the story of this game takes place concurrently with the original Halo Combat Evolved story.
How much time do we have, Wellesley?
Approximately 1 minute, Major Silver, until the Covenant forces board our ship.
Do you have our orders?
Captain Keyes is placing the Pillar of Autumn in Combat Alert Alpha. All shock troop battalions are required to defend the ship from invading parties.
You heard it, Fireteam Raven. Gear up! Major Silver, sir. We need your team to be ready for anything the Covenant might throw at us. It's payback time, ODST. Give them hell. Move out. Assault rifle. Grenade.
So we start the first mission off with the assault rifle and 2 grenades apiece. I thought recording this live that the sound effects turned out really nice with that 5.1 surround sound. However, some of the music was pretty quiet, so I did actually edit in the actual soundtrack from the game. So it might be a little off from what you will play, but it sounds pretty good. When the clip in your gun runs out of ammunition, you have to hit a reload button on the back of your mounted turret in order to reload your gun. The only drawback is that the guns were definitely heavily used, and you could tell that the aiming was off a little bit, so you did have to adjust to it, which did account for a few extra hits and some cheap deaths.
Fireteam Raven, the point defense guns are down. Find the control panel and bring them back online.
Move it! Move it!
That's a really cool moment right there where the Covenant blasts through the door. You have the explosion, the fire in the background, the steam. Really nice particle effect. So for the quarter challenge, we each have our own unique light bars at the top of the screen. We also can take individual damage, and our side of the screen will flash red. Or if an enemy damages us both at the same time, we'll both flash red at the same time, like right here.
I've overridden the controls. Use these guns to hold off the Covenant fighters.
The turret sections in the game, you have infinite ammo to blast away your enemies. The turret sections were a little annoying, especially for the green gun, because the aim was off on it, so when you're aiming way high or way low, the aimer didn't go where you wanted it to go. A good strategy for this game is to take out the enemies on your side of the screen first, and then help take out the enemies on your partner's side of the screen next. So we bumped the camera there a little bit, had to reposition it, now we're back in action. The number of kills is tallied under each of your health bars, and you can get kill streaks, and points add up at the end of each of the chapters. So how the credits work for this game is it's 4 credits to continue. 4 credits equals $1. So every time we have to quarter up, it's an additional $1. Endgame just got taken out by one of the Covenant elites, I believe. So Endgame now has 30 seconds to continue. Time to quarter up. We just picked up the plasma pistol and the plasma grenade. MidKnight just got taken out by one of the grunts. So MidKnight has to swipe the card and quarter up as well. Just like in the Halo games, you need to take out the energy shielding on the enemies first before you can damage them.
Enemy down! Lock and loaded!
I like these little touches of the ship rocking back and forth as it's being bombarded by these explosions. Coming up here, you get to see a cameo of Master Chief.
Fireteam Raven, I suggest you head to the drop pods. Captain Keyes is about to crash land the Autumn into the ring.
Although that was brief, I thought that was a really nice touch including Master Chief here, since supposedly our 2 missions are crossing paths here. These jackals with these shields can definitely be pesky. Let's see what the shotgun and the frag grenades are all about. Nice. There's definitely a lot of Covenant flooding this ship. We need to take them out as best we can and finish this mission strong. Alright, this ship's a lost cause. We gotta get to the escape pod and get off this ship.
Let's get to those drop pods and make landfall before the Autumn does.
We're doing really well for the quarter challenge so far. We've only spent $4, and Endgame has 70 kills on the first level. Meanwhile, MidKnight has 35. Endgame, aka Victor Ramos, wins stage number 1.
Mission 2, Rubble.
Covenant forces are moving in on the Pillar of Autumn wreckage. Let's help push them back, Raven. Warthog minigun.
Banshees incoming!
For stage 2, we get to start off on the back of the Warthog, which is an iconic vehicle in the Halo franchise, and we get this mounted minigun turret. The Banshees are another iconic vehicle in the Halo universe, and they're definitely hard to shoot down. And while we're focusing on shooting down all these Banshees, I love the additional details in the background of all of our allies coming to aid us. It feels like we're in this epic war. They're dropping additional Warthogs, recruits. Really neat.
We got those incoming!
The aim being off definitely isn't our friend here for these fast-moving vehicles. Looks like I'm gonna have to quarter up. One thing that could be improved is the impact when you're defeated. Like, you barely notice when you're dead until that continue screen pops up. I wish there was a little bit more impact. There's some neat moments in this game where slowdown comes into play. One of those is coming up right here where one of our Warthogs gets destroyed. I thought that slowdown moment was a pretty cool way to introduce some new vehicle types. I think these are called the Wraiths. I really like this set piece as well. It's the damaged Pillar of Autumn ship that we were on in the first mission that crash landed down on this mysterious planet, and now we're going to go see if we can retrieve some of the supplies. Really neat. Another nice touch is this Scorpion tank coming in and shooting down one of these Banshees for us.
Fireteam Raven, we need to prevent Covenant forces from accessing the Pillar of Autumn.
Under heavy fire!
Ready.
So with our Warthog destroyed, we no longer have access to the Warthog minigun, so now we're back to the assault rifle and the frag grenade. And now we have some new enemies, these drone-like bug creatures. They're also pesky to shoot down. Another nice little touch there with that Covenant warrior coming in with his energy sword and taking that Marine down. Looks like I died there, so time to quarter up. It looks like those drone bug creatures took out MidKnight as well, so another quarter up for MidKnight, another $1 into the game. Here we have a bunch of little grunts trying to take us out. Alright, infinite rocket launcher time. We need to make it count here. This is a terrific shot to end this campaign mission. You see the full force and might of our army forcing the entire Covenant into retreat.
Good work, Fireteam Raven. Proceed with the convoy to Alpha Base. Major Silver will brief you when you arrive.
That was a really fun, intense mission, riding on the Warthogs, getting the infinite rocket launchers, and having that massive war going on. It looks like Endgame had 32 kills, MidKnight with 34, wins the round with 2,030 points. Nice job, MidKnight.
Mission 3, Alpha Base. The ring is called Halo. As far as we know, it's a powerful and ancient weapon. We cannot allow it to fall into the hands of the Covenant.
Raven, we need to defend the base. Grenades.
So we just found out about this mysterious ring known as a Halo, and all of a sudden we're surprise attacked by the Covenant at our Alpha base, and now we have to hold off the assault. We're $8 into the quarter challenge, so we're doing really well so far, but this mission plus 3 more after this, so it's a long game yet. We start mission 3 with the assault rifle and the frag grenades. If you ever played Halo 5 Guardian, some of this music might sound familiar, because a lot of this music came from that game, which released a few years before this arcade game. Very cool.
Alpha Base is being overrun by the Covenant. Get to the shade turrets to provide support.
Plasma. Plasma grenade.
We just picked up the plasma rifle and the plasma grenade, and if you look closely in that previous scene where that plane crash landed, you could actually see the Halo ring in the background. Alright, infinite rocket launcher, here we go!
How do you like that?
Okay, now we're back to our plasma rifles. I took out the shield, but he got me before I could take him out. Time to quarter up. With the sun glare in our eyes, the drones took out MidKnight. Time for MidKnight to quarter up as well.
Hands up!
That was a really neat way to introduce the hunters in an in-game cutscene, leaping from that dropship. Really nice touch. The key here is taking out that critical meter before the hunters unleash their attack. You definitely want to time your reloads appropriately. So now we have a shade turret section where we have unlimited ammo to take down these Banshee ships. Here's a nice shot at the Halo ring in the background. That was a neat little sequence there as well. Close up, take out some of the Covenant on the ship. Now it's going to rotate around, take out the rest.
Fireteam Raven, you're needed elsewhere on the ring. There's a Falcon inbound to take you there.
Assault rifle.
Apparently we're needed elsewhere. Time to leave the turrets behind and get our assault rifles back.
Enemy spotted!
I like the visual effect of these hunters getting teleported down by these drop ships. Really nice. Oh, looks like this grunt got me. You're gonna have to quarter up. Here we go. It looks like MidKnight's gonna have to quarter up as well. Use that card, swipe it, another $1 into the pot. Here we go.
Plasma grenade.
Alright, that's a cool way to get the Needler. The Needler was always a very unique gun to Halo, I thought. One of my biggest complaints about the Halo console game is the lack of epic boss fights. I really enjoy an awesome boss fight to finish a level, and Halo typically doesn't have those, and this game is no exception. So instead we have a lot of levels that just end with a bunch of different enemy types that you gotta take out, which is fine, but I definitely would prefer some epic boss battles. That completes Mission 3. Endgame had 69 kills. MidKnight had 58 kills. Endgame's going to take this round. We're halfway through the game. $12 into the quarter challenge. We're doing really well, but we still have 3 more missions to take on.
Mission 4, Ice Canyon.
Reports are saying the Covenant let something loose on the ring. Something dangerous. Weapons ready, Raven.
Falcon minigun.
So it sounds like the Covenant released a brand new threat, the Flood. They've invaded the Ice Canyon, and we're flying in on our Falcon helicopter. We're going to try to take them out if we can. So we get a little level variety here where we're on this Falcon helicopter with our Falcon minigun. The helicopter's hovering around this area, and we get to unleash hell.
Warning, Raven. Scans are showing they are highly dangerous.
I thought it was a really neat twist in the original Halo game where you thought you were taking on the Covenant the entire game, and then all of a sudden the Flood come out of nowhere, and now all of a sudden it's a 3-way battle. The Flood is known as the Dead Reincarnated, and they're basically a parasitic enemy that multiplies and they consume entire planets. Endgame's the first casualty of the Flood in this mission, so it's time to quarter up. MidKnight's also consumed by the onslaught of the Flood, so it's time for MidKnight to quarter up as well. The Flood numbers are just insane here. They're overwhelming the Ice Canyon. So the Master Chief has his own secret mission that he's doing right now, and we have to assist him by helping him take out as much of the Flood as we can.
Reinforcements have arrived!
Raven, we're dropping you here. Secure this area until the Falcon can return.
Alright, we're down on the ground level in the snow with our Magnum, and here we go. Alright, the infinite rocket launcher. Back to the assault rifle and the frag grenade. They're definitely coming at us like a swarm here. The Flood are becoming even more dangerous. They can infect soldiers and actually shoot rifles at you. Endgame gets taken out. Time to quarter up yet again. MidKnight also gets taken out. Another quarter up. Here comes another great use of the slowdown. Master Chief comes to the save. Time for the shotgun. The shotgun is a very effective weapon. I definitely like it. We're surrounded on both sides. We have the Flood on the left, the Covenant on the right. We gotta take them all out and get out of here on the Falcon.
Let's get clear of this canyon. Nothing more we can do here.
That ended up being a pretty intense mission with a non-stop assault by the Flood. Endgame had 160 kills with a score of 8,740. Meanwhile, MidKnight had 116 kills with a score of 6,270. Endgame takes this one.
Mission 5, Raven down.
Brace yourselves. Going down.
The Falcon crash lands, and Fireteam Raven needs to regroup yet again. The name of this mission is called Raven Down. It has the same name as the multiplayer map in the original Gears of War. So an update on the quarter challenge. We're 16 credits in, which means we have $16 into the game, $14 left for the final 2 missions. Flood are swarming us yet again. And here come the Covenant to make it another 3-way battle here in mission number 5. We're both dangerously low on health yet again, and in this game, there's no way to replenish your health. Right there, Endgame gets taken out. Time for another quarter up. Time to seek refuge in the Forerunner structure here, and of course the Covenant are inside, ready to ambush us. They take out MidKnight, and it's time for MidKnight to quarter up yet again. We picked up the Needlers and the Plasma Grenades. Time to utilize those on all the Covenant with these shields. The Flood have made their way in and are consuming the lower levels of this Forerunner structure, so it's forcing us up the ramp and out. So a little trivia I found on the Halopedia.org wiki page. It says this is the first level of the Halo series to feature a Flood Juggernaut, which are these 2 enemies right here. And this is the first time that you've seen them because they were cut from the development of Halo 2 apparently. They're definitely formidable enemies. They have the critical meters that you need to take out before they unleash their massive attack on you. After you deal enough damage, you can blow off their arms, and then eventually you have to blow up their entire corpse. Looks like we have another unlimited ammo shade turret section coming up. Alright, we got our assault rifles back and our frag grenade, and it's time to make our daring escape. The Flood are absolutely relentless in this level, and they take out Endgame yet again. Time to quarter up. The Covenant are also back, and they surprise attacked us and took out MidKnight. Time for another quarter up. 20 credits in, only 10 left to go, but we have to be getting to the end of this mission. They're throwing everything at us right here. Another shade turret section. We need to help protect that dropship so it can come rescue us before the Flood overtake us all. This mission's not over yet. We got the plasma rifle, the plasma grenade, and take out the final stretch of Mission 5. It's survival of the fittest as the Covenant and Flood battle down below. It looks like the Flood are prevailing. They consumed the Covenant down below, and now they're coming after us. The heavy hitters of both sides are battling each other. It seems like the Flood are overall winning and trying to spread their dominance across the galaxy. We need to stop them right here, right now. MidKnight and I have inflicted massive damage on these Flood juggernauts, and they keep standing tall. What is it going to take these two down? Both of us are getting dangerously low on health here. Oh, we took them both down. Nice. Another relentless mission there with tons of enemies to take out. Endgame got 92 kills, meanwhile MidKnight got 75. Endgame wins this round with a score of 5,180. MidKnight had 4,230. We're doing really well in the quarter challenge as well, although we both have low health and health does not replenish between levels.
Position 6, last stand. All forces are converging on the crash site. We need to allow the Master Chief enough time to detonate the Pillar of Autumn's fusion drives to destroy Halo.
You heard him. This is a one-way mission. We need to defend the Autumn at all costs.
Approaching the drop zone, Raven. Prepare to engage.
We start the last mission on the Warthog with the Warthog minigun. And it looks like Endgame just got taken out, so it's time to put in another credit, and this will make 21 credits towards the quarter challenge. And just like that, MidKnight gets taken out as well. That'll make credit number 22 towards the quarter challenge. This last mission is called The Last Stand for a reason. Fireteam Raven has to do whatever it takes to get Master Chief to the Pillar of Autumn crash site and detonate it in order to destroy the Halo and hopefully the Covenant and the Flood in the process. This last mission has some beautiful visuals, and look in the background, there's a giant Scarab Fortress base that we need to go destroy. The Covenant's bringing out all their big guns to try to stop us.
Don't shoot that Banshee, Raven. That's the Master Chief. We need to stop the Scarab from getting to the Pillar of Autumn.
So the Master Chief hijacked the Banshee, and the Scarab's onto him. So we have to stop that Scarab before it can stop the Master Chief. Warthog just got taken out by the Scarab, and now it's time to go in on foot with the assault rifle and the frag grenade. Alright, we just picked up the Needler and the plasma grenade. We're dangerously low on health, and we have the Scarab right in front of us. And here come the Flood. They finally caught up to us. The Flood just took out MidKnight. Time for MidKnight to quarter up number 23.
Plasma grenade.
And now he picked up the plasma rifle and the plasma grenade. Just in time for a couple of Flood juggernauts. Oh nice! The Scarab took him out for us. All the exploding grunts got to us. Took out Endgame. Time for quarter up number 24. The music's getting very intense and the action is absolutely relentless. Here we go. think a strategy for a future playthrough is to save all of our grenades for these flood juggernauts. They just take so long with your regular rifles, you just need to use those grenades and blow them to kingdom come. Having recently played through the Resident Evil 4 remake, these bugs definitely remind me of a section in that game as well.
This is it, then. We must stop that scare at any cost. We cannot be allowed to interrupt the Master Chief's mission.
Falcon grenade.
Alright, last stand time. We got the Falcon grenade launcher, infinite ammo. Let's wreak some havoc here. Alright, we gotta hit those weak point structures on the Scarab and take it out. Oh no, mission failed? We have to try again. Alright, let's see if we have to credit up. Okay, we didn't have to credit up. It looked like it maybe took a little bit of our health. Alright, MidKnight, here we go. We gotta do better this time.
This is it, Raven. We must stop that scare at any cost. We cannot be allowed to interrupt the Master Chief's mission.
Falcon grenade.
Oh, we barely got that one. Alright, that's where we failed last time. Here we go. Oh, nice work right there, MidKnight.
Shotgun.
Alright, shotgun to finish the fight. All the bugs got MidKnight. That makes credit number 25. $25 into the quarter challenge.
Assault rifle.
I guess we're switching to the assault rifle for the final push. And Endgame gets taken out by this Covenant ambush. Time to credit up. Here it is, it's now or never. The final push to the Walker's core. Take that down, the whole Scarab's gonna come down. Oh man, 2 last hunters to take down. Here we go, MidKnight. Let's finish this. Our final obstacle to help the Master Chief, we have to take down the barrier shield for this Walker core, and then take down the Walker core itself.
Pleasure serving with you. It's up to you now, Chief. You're all that's left.
final mission report has Endgame with 121 kills. Meanwhile, MidKnight had 83. Overall, Endgame's the winner with a total score of 30,760. MidKnight had an awesome 22,910. Here are the high scores on the local arcade, and PMX is either an employee of this establishment or definitely loves playing this game. And while that was definitely a really fun and intense final mission to the game, I do feel like the final boss definitely could have been a lot better. It was neat climbing the scarab and everything, but I wish there was some sort of cool boss at the end instead of just shooting that shield and then shooting the core, and that's the end of the game. It looks like Master Chief saved the day, blew up the Halo ring. I'm not sure if we survived or not. This might have been a Rogue One situation where the whole Fireteam Raven team got wiped out on this planet. And I want to give a big shout out thank you to MidKnight. It was a lot of fun playing co-op with you through all 6 campaign missions of Halo Fireteam Raven. And that completes the Raw Thrills Halo Fireteam Raven Arcade Quarter Challenge. We went in with $30 to complete this challenge, and we completed the game with a final cost of $26. This game was a lot of fun to play inside the arcade, with the 5.1 surround sound blaring, you had the mounted machine guns, the large 55-inch screen. It was very immersive. A couple nitpicks that I already touched on was that our guns weren't as precise as what they should have been. You can definitely tell they were heavily used, the aim was off on them a little bit, which made the turret sections really hard. I do feel like a couple of the levels drug on a little longer than they needed to, and it would have been great if there could have been some epic boss battles at the end of at least a couple of the missions, especially the final mission. Overall, MidKnight and I had a lot of fun playing this game in the arcade. I definitely recommend checking this game out at your local arcade or your movie theater if it's available. It is a pretty expensive game though, so definitely bring your dollars instead of your quarters. I hope one day this game comes home to the home console, PC, and Steam. Maybe you could play it with your aim track, your Sinden, or your gun for IR. That would be simply amazing. I really want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you could subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it, as it helps the channel grow. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Remember to ring that notification bell so you get all of my future videos. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what your favorite Raw Thrill games are. If I can find the game in the arcade, maybe I'll do another quarter challenge on it. And if you would like to donate directly to the channel, you can actually click on the PayPal link in the description down below. All the donations help fund all these videos that I make on my channel, especially when I go to the arcades and do these quarter challenges. It's a lot of fun, and I thank you for all of your support. And remember, we're in the endgame now.